Leo, my friends. Hello. Okay, so looking at the chart, and if you have any planetary placements in your chart for Leo, of course, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus, then you're going to be affected by the energy that's going on right now. And apparently there is, it's sort of like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Amabel used to say that a lot. Versus a trickster energy. People who have dressed up and seemed like something, and they're not. You know, they're not. So the teacher or the student arrives, and there's this questioning doubt kind of going on. So I'm going to lay the cards, and we'll see what comes out for you. Show me who or what Leo is dealing with, please, for September 2025. Show me Leo energy. Ooh, I just got it. I like when I can feel it. It's like grab. Ooh, dang. 7 of Swords. All right. Maybe dealing with a Gemini. There's your card, Leo. And the Tower in the reverse talks about a change that is expected. It's anticipated. And we've known this change has been going on for a while. Look, I have worry. Uh-oh. The 4 of Swords with the 9 of Swords in the upright. This is someone who either cannot sleep or they're thinking in their mind about all the stuff and the stuff. It's creating an environment where they lay in bed and their head just spins. It's also sort of, oh, I hate this energy. I hate this energy. Okay. I wonder if a situation has been going on for like a very, very long time. And I don't know how much of this is true or not. Okay. You know your life best. Not me. So I hate this energy. Because basically it's talking about a situation that just went on too long and it was not addressed. And now it's taking extra control, extra work. It's just, man, you know, it's like a snowball that built up and built up and built up, and now it's an avalanche. But it's also including a relationship here with the 2 of Cups in the reverse. And this relationship could have ended because it would be a lot like this. Somebody pretty much stepping up saying, I don't ever want to talk to you again. You know, you got in my life. You screwed it all up. I don't ever want to talk to you again. You stay out of my life. You know, it's that sort of energy. And the person going, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what's going on. Man. This has to do with the rejection. But the rejection comes from an emotion, sort of like, I don't emotionally feel like going over there, or I don't emotionally feel like standing up to this thing, or I don't emotionally, someone who's been using emotions as a deterrent to handling a problem. It could also be someone who, like, they're using emotions man, they're just using emotions, okay? They're just not using emotions in the right way. Hold on, I am not comfortable. Someone not on hand to participate someone not on hand to cooperate. If there is let's just say it's making somebody look really bad. Okay, it's making somebody look really bad. Someone lost control of the narrative. They lost total control of the narrative, and they could have been either seen doing it. The situation just includes it seriously undermines someone's authority, their position, their role. And a person back here with the Five of Cups in the upright, they're trying not to look at it. They're trying their doggonest not to look at it. They don't want to see here. They don't want to see what was done. They don't, it would be like, because this is pretty bad. This is sort of like, I know I drove your Bentley off a cliff, but, whatever. Bueller, the movie Bueller, it was funny watching Bueller, but all the damage that Bueller caused, he just kind of went, meh, whatever, I don't care. This person is seriously trying to look away. They don't want to look at that. It is what it is, and I'm just going to move on. Except the damage here is pretty harsh. It's harsh enough for another person to totally disagree with another person's ethics. Maybe even feeling like, that's the part, right? You can't make another person feel what you want them to feel. I do have maybe even another Leo who was at risk, or another Leo who was, in a bad spot because of whatever this is that happened. The worry and the concern is, it is a little selfish, on the selfish side of seeing the reality here of the powerlessness that someone is up against. This person is powerless to defend, to protect. There's like a certain, you can only throw down so much to sway and to move and to cajole, to concede. And then after that point, you're powerless. So let's say that you and another person have an idea. You're both going to stand up in front of a lot of people. What one person says takes down the other. You cannot, at the same time, it really does talk about that Aquarius polarity point. You really cannot gauge what the audience is going to feel. You really cannot. The person I'm looking at may also be waiting for a time period, okay? This could be someone who is looking at work, and that work or that job here, and the responsibility that this person must embody may take them far, far away. And for those of you that keep up with the news, you probably know what I'm talking about. And there is worry and concern that something might happen to a loved one. Okay? We're waiting on a date. If that is the case for work, we're waiting for a response. So someone could have requested and put in like a resume, or put in orders, or put in something, and saying, I know this event has been going on for a while, and I'm going to throw my name in the hat. And the whole reason I have to throw my name in the hat has to do with this other person. If there is a responsibility that must be held, commitments that must be met, working something out, but let me catch that again, because it does have to do with commitments, but it would have to do with someone who's like keeping their eye on the ball with the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. They're keeping their eye on the ball. They know that there's 9 in the hole, right? So now someone has to make up that one pentacle. And I have 2 people here going, I'm not going to do it. Well, I'm not going to do it either. Oh yeah, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it either. And meantime, you know me, meanwhile, back at the ranch, this hole is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We cannot gauge how the audience will feel, how the audience will react. And in a time like that, the receiving and ingestion of whatever the performer is giving over, in some cases, close relationships get hurt. I think, Leo, oh man, this can also talk about someone's freedom, their ability, the freedom of movement, but the freedom to actually make a conscious effort and choice. If they need 9 pentacles and they're in the hole and they're only making 8, then they don't have enough. And someone may be assuming that that's why this person is so mad, or that's why this person is upset with me, or because of this breakup with this person here, I'm stuck in this hole the way that it is. But I also do see the separation, of another person, and someone sort of saying, I'm going to be, so upset if this person goes away. Okay. If there is someone who is trying to use pentacles to curry or gain the favor of a relationship, then someone may be opening up their eyeballs to what's been going on. That's here as well. This is pretty bad. And then someone shows up making it look like we're working on the relationship. And they come in and tap the shoulder of this person and go, oh, hold me. I want you. I miss you. Well, what do you do over here when those pentacles aren't going to work anymore? If someone took away another person's tool, they were using a tool to bribe and try to get emotional, this would be like emotional comfort out of a relationship. And they can't get that anymore. And as the person was like, you know what? You go on and take your pentacle. You can just, I'm out. I'm not going to let that get to me anymore. Yeah. Both cards with the Magician in the reverse and the 7 of Swords in the upright. Someone could have been lied to about how bad something was. Someone could have not just fostered a lie. It could have been a self-lie. But this person is running away from the work that needs to be done, the cooperative work, because this is effort. This mother, right?